It's Thursday, October 18th. I'm Wayne Moore. This is Evening Update. At the top of the news, it may not be exactly what Kelowna and West Kelowna wanted, but changes are being made to the government's speculation and vacancy tax legislation. Finance Minister Carol James and Green Party leader Andrew Weaver announced 3 changes to the bill introduced on Tuesday. One of those changes would see revenues from the tax directed to the communities they're collected. Kelowna and West Kelowna were hoping for a provision to opt out of a tax it says will have an adverse effect on development and the economy. All Gina Barzan wants is for the bullying to stop. She says for the past 3 years her son has been bullied mercilessly at school, and it's having a severe impact on his life and his family's life. Barzan has spoken with officials at Pleasant Valley Secondary School in Vernon, and while they are concerned the bullying has continued, bullying includes what Barzan said are acts of bullying, and those include verbal assaults, having items thrown at her son, intimidation, and being threatened with acts of violence. Police raided 2 illicit marijuana dispensaries on Vancouver Island shortly after cannabis became legal Wednesday. Port Alberni RCMP say 2 stores were open and operating without the required provincial licenses. An RCMP statement says officers seized an undisclosed amount of cannabis and weed products from both locations and issued the owners violation tickets for the unlawful sale of marijuana. Well, Canadians can legally tow up for the first time in history. There remains some confusion as to what level of government is in control of what. According to a news release from the City of Vernon, federal, provincial and territorial governments share responsibility for overseeing the proposed new system. Municipal governments can regulate retail cultivation, processing and research locations through their zoning authority, and some aspects of retail operations through their business licensing. They can also determine where cannabis can be consumed. A shout out to Kelowna's strategy to end homelessness from the Prime Minister Wednesday at the urging of Kelowna Lake Country MP Stephen Fewer.
I want to begin by thanking the member from Kelowna Lake Country for his work in fighting homelessness. I know that his city of Kelowna recently released their strategy for fighting homelessness, and I want to thank both the member and Kelowna Mayor Colin Basran for working to combat a problem that affects every community.
Voter turnout has been heavy for today's advanced polls at the Penticton Seniors Drop-In Centre. Voters report waiting between 20 and 30 minutes to cast a ballot. The line has stayed several dozen people long for much of the day, according to volunteers. Today is the final day of advanced polling in Penticton and also in Vernon. You can still vote on Friday in Kelowna at the Parkinson Rec Centre from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. A Kelowna food truck is without power and a family business can't operate after its generator was stolen. The theft occurred about 1 a.m. Sunday while the Papa Dom's truck was parked in the owner's driveway on Tamarack Drive. Now the community is coming together to help him replace the $6,000 generator. Must-love dogs, puppy kisses and tail wags. The Pacific Assistance Dog Society is looking for puppy raisers. Okanagan residents have the opportunity to welcome a puppy into their home for 18 months. Castanet has a link to information on our site on that story. A Summerland resident has been trying for 2 days to get help with bringing her cat down from a high perch in a pine tree across the street from her house. Marcia Kozak says her cat, Baby Doll, ran up a tree 2 days ago. She thinks Baby Doll may have been spooked by a bear or coyote. She called the Summerland Fire Department in Fortis and was turned down. Now she's hoping someone who may have a solution would contact her. We have her contact information in that story on Castanet. And Cirque du Soleil wowed a nearly sold-out crowd at Kelowna's Prospera Place Wednesday with its latest masterpiece, Corteo. Corteo, Italian for procession, is a story about a clown watching his own funeral. Over 100 people worked to bring the show together. That includes 51 performers from 18 countries. Corteo runs in Kelowna through Sunday. Okanagan weather, sunshine, cloud through Monday, highs to 15. Coming up tonight and tomorrow, a local teacher charged with sexual assault. And it was a big, beautiful apple harvest. For details on these and the rest of the day's news, keep it here at castanet.net. For Castanet News, I'm Wayne Moore.